It's C-Doc again.
Hey, party people in the place to be. It is Tuesday night, and of course, it is, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the PM. It's time for another episode of It's C-Doc again. Thanks for joining us. We have got a fantastic show tonight. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Just even, the pre-show banter was a riot, so the show is going to be great. So, but I don't do this alone. Allow me to bring in my co-hosts, my cohorts, my comrades. First up, she got her start in classic rap radio. Our lady from the heyday of K-Day, Jennifer O. Jenny.
What up? What up? What up?
What up, West Side? How are things?
What's happening? I gotta do it.
You gotta do it. Throw up the dough.
I gotta do it, I guess.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
What's going on?
It is freezing out here today. Oh my God. It's like crazy cold.
Maura, exactly. Find out Jennifer. Exactly.
There you go. Yep. Even to Mrs. Snyder. So. Yep. So we're just trying to stay warm because it's really damn cold. So.
Oh, it's. I would say it's cold here, but that would be a lie.
All right. Okay.
So there you go.
Okay. There you go. Also joining us tonight, he is one of the creators and hosts of a fantastic podcast in its own right, People's Distinctive Travels. And he also was the hype man for Princess Superstar. And ladies and gentlemen, Ultra Mike 7.
Yeah, that's in my biography.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yo, you're not lying. Yo, the Hulk is out. It is cold.
Brutal, man.
Yeah, bro. It's freezing.
Did you?
Is it really that bad?
Did you guys? Did you guys get snow?
I was out this morning at Target, and I saw like little flurries, but it went away quick. But I saw snow, so it was cold enough. I saw a little snow.
Yep.
Yeah, it's cold, Jennifer.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah. Should I do the show poolside?
Oh, you know what? Whatever.
Oh man. Yeah.
We can make that happen.
No.
All right. Please don't do it. Don't.
Oh
don't
damn!
do
It is
us.
cold. 31. Wow.
Yeah, but it's like cold 31.
Yeah.
Like wind.
The Hawk is out.
Hawk is out.
Wow.
What's up? Flatline.
Flatline, a little under the weather, but he's joining us on the other side. So.
What's
Hope
up,
you feel
brother?
better, bro?
Yeah.
Head snack in the house.
Head snack. Yo.
Wow.
What's
Where
up,
have you
man?
been?
Yeah, right? Been a minute.
Oh, I was texting Head Snack the other day. What up, Hype Style?
Yeah. Oh, see, it's cold. It's cold where
Seattle,
Flatline's at too. So.
Okay,
37.
well, I'm just gonna, Princess Superstar. I think we got to do it. To him.
Whatever.
62. Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Princess Superstar back on a plane and ship her back to New York. She can't be fronting like she's on West Coast now. I remember when. I remember when she was in the LES. She can't front. She can't front on me.
Well, now that we've gotten the It's C-Doc again weather report out of the way,
Right?
Yeah, we can get on with the rest of the show. Yes, bring on our guest who got her start. She was saying, we had to have her tell the story. She started rhyming at 94. Started her own labels. A big, rich, major label, the Corrupt Conglomerates, and it's worked with a lot of fantastic, dope MCs and producers. Please welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen, Princess Superstar.
Hi.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, it's gonna be a good one.
I was thinking it was kind of chilly, Jennifer. I had to wear a little sweater today when I went out.
Right.
You know what, Conchetta? You know what? I'm gonna ship you back East Coast.
Why do you think I left the East Coast? I was like, no, I'm not having the frozen garbage, like on the Lower East Side, like frozen garbage. I'm done.
Oh God.
How long have you been on the west side?
5 years. 5 years.
5 years?
But like my whole life I'm an East Coaster. So yeah, I'm pretty new out here. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I was just gonna say I remember when.
Mm-hmm. We go back, me and Aaron.
Yeah. She's the only one on the show that can call me Aaron.
Right? It doesn't even seem right.
Right?
Yeah.
They're like, that's his real name?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yo, man, it's like Chuck D has called me David like twice, and it's weird. It's really bizarre. Like that. Whoa, dude, who are you talking to? So
is that me?
Yeah. Yeah.
I like how I feel about people calling me Jennifer. It's like, oh God, what did I do?
It's like you're in trouble, right?
Yeah.
Like when your mom uses your full name, Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Jennifer Jenny.
No. Yeah, right. That's my real name.
That's how we know you. So that would be hilarious. So Conchetta, how are things? How are you? How are things lately? What's going on?
Yeah, things are great. I'm just doing my thing. It's like I was telling you guys, like I started in '94 and I just kind of still doing the same things.
It still works.
It's like, but it's like what else am I gonna do? Do you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Yeah. That's how it's like when you like love music and that's what you do. It's almost like you can't stop, I mean, I did stop for a little while because I was like, oh, this is not working anymore. And then I decided, you know what, wait a minute. I don't care if it's not working anymore. Like it wasn't working in the 90s and I went after that shit and started my labels and all that. So it's like, I'm just going to do it again,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Provided they're still looking for you. So that says something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's like my fans have grown up too. So now I can make stuff that they relate to, like getting older, parentheses, pussy still pop.
Oh, that's a Princess Superstar song. I'm telling you. To the core.
Yeah. I mean, when's the last time you guys heard a female rapper celebrate aging?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like off limits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So back in '94, tell us about the beginning. I think I read somewhere that you started recording on your boyfriend's 4-track or something like that. Is that right?
Yeah. Somebody left a 4-track at my house. And so I just started like putting samples together. I didn't really know how to do it. So I actually had like a boom box and I would take the microphone to the 4-track and like play the little sample. And I was sampling like Bowie and Beatles and Rolling Stones and like, and just like making these choppy, crazy tracks and then like rhyming over it. But like I never thought that it would lead to me now, 30 years later still rapping.
Right.
Like I was just fucking around and like I actually play guitar in like an all-girl band and I thought I was going to be like an indie rock person because I loved guitar and I loved rock, but what I really loved was hip hop. But I was like, oh, but I can't do that because of who I am. Like, I can't, like, I did it, but I was like, this is not going to actually work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then it did.
Wow.
It did. Right?
It sure did. It sure did.
Yeah.
Was that Was that Mitch Better Get My Bunny? Was that what that was?
Yeah. Yeah. Do people get that? Do people understand Mitch Better Get My Bunny?
Oh, that's great.
So yeah, it was a play on Bitch Better Get My Money. Yeah. Yeah, that was that exactly. And I actually sent it out to at the time I sent it out to Grand Royal, the Beastie Boys label, because I was like, oh, maybe they'll like it. And a guy there who was working was like, I'm coming to New York. Do you have a show? And I was like, yeah, but like I didn't have a band. I didn't have anything. And somehow I got it together with like, you know, musician friends that I knew or whatever. And I played my very first show at the Pyramid Club, which is where Madonna first like played.
Yeah.
On Avenue A, this shitty ass club. And it was 2 a.m. and there was like 2 people in the audience and the guy never showed, but I was like, oh, I could do this, you know?
What was the response from the 2 people?
Indifference.
Indifference.
Like, yeah, whatever.
Perfect.
Wasn't bad. Yeah.
Indifference.
Yeah.
Indifference is good.
I think they were just high as hell, to be honest. It was 2 a.m. at the Pyramid Club on Avenue A. Like, yeah.
Wow.
There's that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow. Okay. So you go from making 4-track songs, and then what was the next step after that?
So then I got onto an indie label out of Canada. And this was like the first guy, like he really believed in me. He was this really cool guy who was in Canada, and just like he was like, here's money to make a record and just do whatever you want. And it was an indie label, and it was so nice. And I'm like so grateful for that guy because, you know, I got to make Strictly Platinum, which was in 95. And from there, though, what happened was that I met Prince Paul through, I guess, MC Paul Barman. I think that's how I first met him. And then, exactly. And we did a crazy song called MTV Get Off the Air. And, and you know, Paul's weird as hell. I remember like writing with him in my apartment in the East Village, and he was just like, that line's not so good. And I was like, fuck you, man. But then I was like, oh yeah, he's right though. That's not so good. And I was like, and he was so weird. I was like, what does Prince Paul see in him? I don't understand. Like I was really judgmental because like, even though I was weird, like I still was very much like the raucous backpack hip hop type. Do you know what I mean? And like, I was like, Paul's just weird. Like, I don't get it. I kind of got to like him as I worked with him. And of course I love that song. And I got to meet Prince Paul. And then I asked Prince Paul to make a single with me, which is, I Hope I Sell a Lot of Records at Christmas Time. And this is really funny. But on the single artwork, you know, it's like Prince Paul, like very big, and like Princess Superstar. And he was like, man, I didn't know you were going to put my name so big. I was like, yeah, I'm getting my cosign. Like, this is 1996 or 7. You know what I mean? I'm like, I need my fucking cosign, Paul. He's like, it's cool. It's cool.
Oh, man.
Oh man!
Oh, then,
that's so funny.
Yeah, so that
then I became a huge star, like many years later. So that you want me to keep going?
No, go ahead. Yeah, please.
Okay, so yeah, go.
Yeah, because
then there was CEO. Okay, so then, oh my God, this is crazy. Yeah, I first of all, I haven't talked about this stuff in so long, so this is really fun. So CEO happened because I was working in an office, like in a corporate job as a day job, and I was just so like fascinated and disgusted at like office life. And I was like, I'm a secretary right now, but like I'm gonna be the CEO. And so so all that has the theme of like working in an office. And that's like my most kind of rock hip hop album, I would say, like, because it really fuses like my rock influences with hip hop. And I was like running my record label out of that. Oh, and also let me tell you that many major labels were sort of like after me because I had a buzz, but nobody would sign me. So they'd all be like taking me to dinner and like, we're going to sign you. And like, and I know like one of the songs on CEO was just message machine tapes from member tapes from you know, A&R people from big labels that never ended, like all this hype and stuff. So I was sort of like making fun of like all the corporate stuff, and I called my label a big rich major label, so that when I called like, you know, Tower Records, you know, I'd be like, I'm calling from a big rich major label, and then it worked. Like they would do whatever I needed them to do. So yeah, anyway, fast forward, that record, you know, didn't do shit. And then I made my third record called Last of the Great 20th Century Composers.
Yeah.
Do you have it? Do you have it for the show to hold up? Come
no,
on, Aaron! Come on!
Conchetta, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wow.
But Conchetta, we have stories about that record. I have stories about that record.
Yeah, I want to hear. I want to
Oh,
hear that your stories about it.
Well, okay, all right. Well, I do have this.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's it.
Yep.
Well, no, it's a magazine.
Oh, it's a magazine. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So the way I met Conchetta was way back before we had smartphones. You know, I would
You
write
sound
down
like a grandpa.
right?
Before we had smartphones, we had to
We're
dial on the
old.
rotary phone.
We're old. So I used to write down albums that I wanted to get, and like in a magazine, I saw Conchetta's album. So if you ever see the album cover, she's painted head to toe in gold. She's got on a bikini. She's got on high heels. So when I saw the album, I'm like, "Oh, who's Shorty? You know, what's up with this?" So, you know, so when I went to the record store, in Philly on Tower Records on South Street, and it was me, my boy Earl, and my boy Big Jim Slade, and he plays a major part in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Big Jim Slade. So so I went into the store, I picked up the CD. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this, and I looked at the album titles, and one of them was Kool Keith's Ass. Now, listen, I didn't want to see Kool Keith's ass. I didn't care about Kool Keith's ass. But the fact that she liked Kool Keith, I was like, oh, Kool Keith's my favorite rapper. So I'm like, yo, kindred spirits. So got the album, took it back to my boy Slade's crib, and we play it. We're like, yo, this is dope. And then Slade's like, yo, we should send her some of our music. So he sends a package to Conchetta, and she's like, you know, my label is a vehicle to get me off the ground. I'm not really signing acts, but if you got some beats, I'm working on my new album, send me some beats. So Slade sent her a package of some beats. She was like, oh, okay, I like this stuff, and you know, we're gonna work on this song. So Slade hits me up. He's like, yo, I'm going up to New York to track the song. I'm like, well, I'm going with you. I'm like, I wanted to meet Conchetta, and because of that Paul Barman song, I wanted to do a song with her, like back and forth like that. I was like, I thought that was dope. So we go up, we meet Conchetta, we go up, shout out to Curtis. We go up to the Vertical Corporation. So we met Curtis, met Conchetta, and they tracked the song. And then while we were there, Conchetta was like, she played me a song. She was like, you know, you got a hook you could put on this song. So it's a song called Untouchable Part 1. You know, I laid the hook for that song. And I'm like, I go to Slade, I'm like, yo, we just met her. We both got placements on his album. Like, yo, this is dope.
That was for the Princess Superstar Is album, right?
Yes, that is that. Yeah. I do have that one. I better have that one.
I hope so. You're on it. You better have it.
I better have that one. And so so you know, Slade did the song, you know, I did the hook, and then me and Conchetta just became friends. I'd go up and hang at her crib. we go eat pizza and play with her parakeets and and we just got real cool. And then on the album, she had a lot of guest stars. She had J Zone, Bahamadia, High and Mighty, Kool Keith. And when the album was finished, she was like, yo, do you want to go on tour with me to do these people's parts? And I was like, hell yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway, you can pick it up from there, Conchetta.
Yeah, and I mean, like you are so amazing. Seriously, like your energy and spirit. Like he always gave 1,000% on tour, and he always was like it was like family. Like it's so when you tour, it's like a family, and you can fight too with your family. But like now, you're always like such a sweetheart and like so talented too, and so fun, and would just like hype up the crowd like amazing. Like, oh wow, I really miss those days actually.
Oh, those are some of the best days. Those are some of the best days.
Flatline wants to know, how did you link up with the High and Mighty?
So that's really funny. So it actually ties in nicely to what like the trajectory of like what we were talking about with Last of the Great. So here we're talking about my third album. I didn't really get much traction. I got some magazine stuff happening, but like no sales of my record. The Source was like, gave me like some really big props, but again, like, not selling any records. There was one song on Last of the Great called Do It Like a Robot. And somehow that got into a German magazine called Specs. And this was like Specs was like, the fader or like, like, I don't know, what does everybody want to get in? I don't even know. I don't read magazines anymore, but like, that song caught the attention of a German label because it's like Do It Like a Robot is super cool. It's almost like craft work, but I'm rapping on it. Right. It's sort of like, Arthur Baker, Planet Rock type vibe. And a German label signed me at the end of the day. K7 is the name. And then my A&R guy was this brilliant guy, Matthias. He lived in Berlin. And he was like, you need to collab with High and Mighty. And I was like, oh, they'll never talk to me. They're like on Raucous. He's like, I'll arrange it. He's like with his German accent, I'll arrange it. And so that's what happened. And I linked up with like, with High and Mighty, and I was all like nervous because I was like, I really loved Raucous and like anyway, so that's it. That's what happened. And then we made Bad Babysitter together. But of course, you never know you're writing a hit until later. All I know is that I wrote that song about 10 times to make it good. I it took me a long time. Yeah, I'm not a freestyler. I'm not like an instant writer. I have to write and write and write. And like Aaron knows because, we used to always have like notebooks and he would write so fast. And I'd be like, how do you do that? And like, remember when we were doing the Germany song, the Grand Dance song? I know he just wrote his part. I was like, God damn it. And I'd be like writing and writing and writing. And so anyway, that's the story of Bad Babysitter.
Wow.
Yeah.
So thank the Germans for that. Who would have known?
Yeah, and that ended up being number 11 on the pop charts in the UK. So that really broke me. So that's the song that changed my life because here it was, my fourth record, busting my ass for years for no money and a little recognition, but nothing really. And then that song just blew the fuck up and my life changed. I could quit that day job. I'll never forget the call I got, and like the UK press was like calling me overnight success. And, I was touring suddenly, in a nice van, not in a shitty van with like 4 dudes in like a fucking Motel 6, smelling each other's farts.
Wait. So, okay. So let me tell you about how big this song was, C-Doc. So when I got with Conchetta, we did this showcase for the label K7 in Germany. And then we were going to do this UK tour in October. So we were in Manhattan on September 10th. And then it was late in the evening, and Conchetta was like, if you don't want to go home, you get to stay at my crib. I'm like, nah, I'm going to go home. I got to go to work the next day. So I don't want to get into it, but we know what happened September 11th. So, you know. So then we go on the tour in October, like a month later. And let's just say we had all these shows lined up. And I'll just tell Conchetta, like, say I was supposed to make this much money. The shows got canceled. I made this much money. So after that tour, and everything, I told Conchetta, I said, yo, I got to quit. I can't do this. It's so uncertain. So I quit. No sooner than I quit, Bad Babysitter goes, boom. So listen, Conchetta's my friend. I love her. So I was happy for her, but I was sitting there like this, right? So, they go, they're on tour buses, they're on planes, they're doing festivals, TV shows, they got free clothes, they doing all this stuff, right? Yeah. And so Conchetta hits me up one time. She's like, the guy who took your place, he's cool, but he's not you. What do you think about coming back? And I was like, I put my 2 weeks in this job. I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. And I was like, I want to be on a plane. I want to be on a tour bus. I want to, so.
Yes.
And it was right. It was very right. Yeah.
Oh my God. I know. And I'm so glad you did that too, because it's true. There was nobody, like, the other guy was not you. Yeah, not at all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's great.
Good times, I'm telling you.
It was amazing times.
So you guys toured on those records, and then the next record was what? My Machine?
So then I started DJing, and you would think, you're going to be a hip hop DJ, but no, that's not what I did. It was around the time of like Electro Clash and like people mashup and and mixed genring and all that, and I started getting asked a lot to like DJ, and it was really, really fun. And by the way, like I also have to just say that it never was easy rapping and doing what we do. Like, do you remember, Aaron, some of the crowds, like in Germany, we were like, oh my God, they're gonna like actually kill us. Like that like I think we had to open up for like Beanie Siegel or something.
Oh, yeah. We did a show. It was Beanie Siegel, Memphis Bleak. And it was like this big, like, not auditorium, but this big armory. And it had this huge ass stage. I think it was like an MTV sponsored thing. I remember that. Yeah.
And it's just like, this is so hard. I'm like, I'm a bad babysitter. So kind of what I loved about this whole like European electro thing was that it was just like, it was so much easier, and it was people wearing sparkles and having fun. I was like, I can do this. And then, so anyway, so I started DJing, and then, so my next record was My Machine, and it had more of an electronic feel to it. And that was more where I sort of like moved sort of more out of hip hop and more into like electronic dance music, but still rapping. And I made this whole crazy like science fiction record, and it flopped like completely. Like, I had this huge hit. It was going amazing. And then like this record came out and it didn't do well at all. Now there was a song on there called Perfect, which I did with Mighty Mai, and that was actually more of a hip hop song, and I put it out on vinyl and I put the acapella. Well, somebody took the acapella. This is 2 years later, mind you, of like after its flop, and mixed it over this track called Exceeder, and boom, I was on the charts again. Wow. And this time it was like top 3 in the UK. So it was even bigger than Bad Babysitter. But But Ministry of Sound, who put out the record, completely cut me out of the video and made some weird fucking video with like models on like bouncing balls or something. Like, I don't know. People loved it. They ate it up. But nobody knew that it was my song. Like, to this day, on my TikTok, people are like, wait a minute. You did Perfect Exceeder. I thought it was like one of the models, like from the video, because it was wildly successful. Yeah, it's like kind of weird. So I do have a sort of weird career, as it were. You know what I mean? But that's okay. You know, I mean, it's like I feel very grateful for all the things that like I get to do and stuff. But yeah, so that was my machine. And so then I toured and DJ'd off of that for a while. But at this point, I didn't even have a band anymore. I was DJing, I was rapping I was like a one-man show. But my very favoriteest time in my career was when Aaron was with us and we had the band. Like, that was it for me. And I feel sad in a way that I ever started DJing.
Well, how are you gonna know?
And then
how are you gonna know?
That's when so you did DJs Are Not Rock Stars with Alex. Like,
yeah, so we
was
used
that
to
before?
go out. That was like during my machine time, and then later, me and Alex Technique, who was my DJ for the whole time, like, you know, even when Aaron was in the band, we started DJing on 4 turntables. That was really cool because we used to we'd each have our 2 turntables and then we'd mash up shit. And I was like, you know, like putting my back over like a Nori beat on 45 with like a hard techno track. Like, yeah, it was really cool and creative. Wow. So I did love it. And, you know, the money is good in DJing. That was the other thing. Like, it was very expensive to have a band on tour, very expensive. Yeah. But as a DJ, you could just go out and do your thing. That was part of it, was the economics as well. It's like hard to sustain a band tour if you don't have the record sales. So it's like a lot of like, you know, like, yeah. So
do you still DJ?
No, I don't actually. I don't. I decided I didn't want to DJ ever again. I just want to rap.
All right.
I remember I was so mad at you. It was you and Alex, and it was you guys were going to DJ in Australia, and I think at first me and Walter thought we were going to go, and then we couldn't go. I was like, I want to go to Australia. Oh. That hurt me.
I know. And when I look back, I'm like, why did I do that? Like, but you know, young and dumb.
It makes it was economic. I totally get it. It makes sense. Totally get it.
Flatline would like to know about when you punched Ultra Mag in the face.
Wait, what? I know you said something about what? I don't remember.
No, in the video, in the Keith and me video. No, you didn't really hit me. No, you would never hit me. You would never hit me. We're family. You've never hit me.
You never know. No, you never know, dude. Like tour is a crazy thing, right? Am I right? Like, crazy shit goes down on tour. I was like, maybe I did punch him. I don't know.
Yeah, but no. We never had any problems on tour. Never.
No, we didn't.
No, we were good.
We did do Cool Keith's. Oh, no, it was Keith and Me. That was my song with Cool Keith, and we did a video. And it was so cool because it was like kind of like a Pam Grier type, Dolomite type feel to the video. And then I punched you in the face with the die or whatever. We were rolling dice.
With your fist.
No. Oh, with my fist. Okay.
Hollywood style. Yeah.
Everyone should go see this video. It's so funny and good. Keith and Me.
Do you remember when we met Keith, like that whole time? That was like so shout out to Conchetta, because Cool Keith is my favorite rapper. And I, you know, like going all the way back to, she had, you know, Cool Keith's ass on there, then meeting her, then we go on tour. She does a song with Cool Keith. I get to meet him. We did a video, performed with him, ate ate lunch with him. Like it was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah, I love yeah, we shared that love of Cool Keith, man, like for
Hmm.
real. And yeah, and the reason why I had a song called Cool Keith's Ass, you guys, is because like rap guys are always talking about women's asses, right? And I was like, well, I need to make a song about a guy's ass. So I was like, who better to do it than Keith? And oh my god, and it's so funny because he's like, because I told him, I was like, I think I want to put your ass on my record cover, and he's like, well, I just don't think it's gonna sell a lot of records if you put my ass on your like, why would you want to put my ass? Like, he's totally straight, and it's so funny. Oh my god. And then so that led to like our sort of collabs in the future where we did Keith and me, and that was just so fun. And I know that was a trip hanging out with him, and he's a wacky guy, as you can imagine.
He's been a guest on the show, so yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So when we were in LA, we shot the video and we did a show with Keith at the El Rey.
That's right.
Yeah.
And do you remember who was in the audience?
Beck.
Yeah.
Beck. Wow. Yeah. So
yeah, I was like starstruck.
Wasn't Beck? Is he trying to? Wasn't he trying to get you for management or something? What was it like?
He was just there because he liked Keith
and
he liked me. He was just like a fan. Cool. I was like, oh wow, because I love Beck. I was like, wow.
So here's a funny part of the show you probably don't remember. So I loved wireless microphones. Conchetta always liked corded mics because she's like, if it's shorts. She always liked corded mics. Yeah. So she would always put some water bottles up at the front of the stage so we could drink during the show. But if you've been to a Princess Superstar show, we got dance moves and we're moving around. Conchetta's slinging the mic. So she's slinging that mic with the cord. Yeah. And she knocks over the water bottles and the water goes all over the stage. Now, I'm the hype man, the guy running around. I'm running from side to side. I'm running to one side of the stage. Whoop! I'm parallel like this. Bow! Land on my back.
Oh no!
Now, Cool Keith's there. I remember. Cool Keith's there. Beck's there, and the show must go on. I look up at Alex. He's like, I look up at Walter. Walter's like this. So I gotta play it off, and I'm looking at Conchetta like, I told you about the damn water bottles.
Oh no!
God.
Did you rhyme? No. Did you rhyme on the ground?
No, it was doing like her verse or the chorus or something, and I just, I had to get it together within like 15 seconds so the show could go on.
Right.
Actually, Jennifer, that's the show that's the same show I met Henji, Evilly, and when Melly Mel dissed me. That was the same show. And we met Donald D. Yeah, that was that show.
D.
Oh.
Yeah. Donald D's he's part of the show. He's a guest.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I do also remember that Cool Keith came out and did a rap, but this is what he did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And I was like, oh my God, I think he counted to like 60.
Sounds about right.
Wait. So when we first started performing and doing the song Keith and Me, I used to say Cool Keith's lyrics. And then I got to a point, I told Conchetta, I said, Conchetta, I can't catch his cadence. So I had to write my own rhyme. I said, Conchetta, I can't do the lyrics to the song. She was like, cool. I said, because he was, I don't know, I tried to be in the pocket and he was like all over. And I was like, I can't.
That's like early 2000s Cool Keith, right?
Yeah, he was all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, Conchetta, I got to write my own rhyme. She's like, yeah, just go write your own rhyme.
I know, because you were good enough that I knew it was going to be good. So then I was like, yeah, just do it. It's impossible.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah. What was the biggest show you guys played when you were on tour? Like you were talking about festivals and stuff.
We played Coachella.
Yeah,
Did you?
we did. We played
Wow.
Coachella, and you know who came on right after us was KRS-One. I was like, oh my God.
Wow.
That was crazy. So Coachella, did you do Central Park Summer Stage with us with NERD?
Yes.
Yeah. That was one where we got booed. Okay, picture this. Let me just paint. Let me just set the stage here. It's New York City. It's 90 fucking degrees, like 99. Okay, August or something. You know, everyone's hot, sweating. Pharrell and NERD with special guests Busta Rhymes and Puff Daddy, and like everybody is scheduled to play. And who's opening up? Hi, Princess Superstar. So I go out on stage. I have like a motorcycle that's a toy motorcycle that I borrowed from the like toy shop. Like I bought it and then I was going to return it. And I come out with like this and like in this fake Chanel helmet. And then I come out and I like start rapping, and like, you know, about 100 people off to the side who are my fans were like, yeah, but the crowd just goes, boo, boo, boo. They were hot. They fucking wanted Pharrell. And it was like so sad. And I got off stage and I was like, whoa. But Pharrell was like, you're amazing and I want to work with you. And I was like, oh my God. So yeah. So but it never ended up happening. I went after it, but it didn't happen. But the point is that like Pharrell was like, you're dope. But yeah, just another story of like getting booed, you know. But I like to tell these stories because like if you're an artist of any variety, or even just like putting yourself out there, like fuck it, get booed. You know what I mean? Just keep going, do your thing, like believe in yourself and like don't stop, you know, because like I got booed a lot, you know, but I also got a lot of praise and love. So yeah.
Wait, let me tell my side of the story. That story.
I'd like to know.
So actually, Soulbuck came up there with me to the show. So Soulbuck came up to the show with me in Central Park. And you got to understand, when we were in Europe, and I swear, you can tell it, I mean, she might not say this, but sometimes it was like we were the Beatles. Like it was like when Bad Babysitter was hitting, like it was humongous. Like it was serious. So, you know,
people
coming back to New it was crazy. So coming back to New York, and it's the same thing. Like we're doing the show, and I heard the boos, but the thing was, we would always have like an encore. So when I heard the boos when we were going off, we went to the side of the show, and so I wait a couple like seconds, and then I go out like, you want more? And so Conchetta's like, yeah, go out there. I'm like, you sure you want me to go out there? She's like, yeah, go. I'm like, I'm looking at her. I'm like, Conchetta, are you sure? She's like, yeah. But I always would hear our bass player, Walter, in my ear. He was like, it's her movie. You're just starring in the movie. So when she says go. So I was like, all right. And I, you know, but it was still fun. It was still fun. We had great times.
I mean, the fact is that we got to open up for NERD. Like who fucking really cares? You know what I mean? Like it's good. And it's stories, you know, it's stories. I mean, at the time it's like devastating, but it's always just, it's good, you know, it's good just to remember resilience, you know, and everybody needs that as human beings. Like we need to be reminded, like it's okay to like put yourself out there and get booed, but just keep doing your thing, you know, or whatever is the equivalent of getting booed. Maybe it's like, you know, no one's listening to your music, or like whatever, or you don't have a lot of followers, you know. It's like, do you know, Aaron, you have more followers than I have. What the fuck?
Well, let me show you how to do it, Soupy.
No, I'm proud of you. I love the shit you do. You're awesome.
Thank you. I was going to say I don't rap anymore, but somebody pulled me out of retirement. But that's how I show my appreciation and love for hip hop, you know.
Yeah.
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 This
I love it.
this how you go. This guy pulled me out of retirement, rap
Come on, man.
retirement.
Oh, good job. Good job. He needs
Yeah.
Thank you.
to.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does.
He's a talented dude.
Very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Uh, who? Wait a minute. Where'd it go? Who's back here? Oh, Headsnack wanted to know when you guys are doing the reunion tour.
God, that would be great.
Oh God,
Man,
that
would be amazing. We're gonna need like walkers.
yeah. If I land on my back this time, I'm not getting up. I'm not getting up.
Exactly. Nobody's getting up if they.
This one in a bathrobe now would be a completely different picture.
Oh yeah. They don't want to see that. Oh, we let me tell you, we used to. I don't know how other people feel, but for the most part, for me, like hip hop shows are boring. So it was so great to be with Conchetta, Alex, Walter, because I feel like we had a great show. Me and Conchetta had danced. I can still do the dance steps. You remember we did the routine? We used to have to practice. I used to go up to Manhattan to practice dance steps, for the show. But we had a great show. We had a fun show. Costume changes, all types of stuff. It was a great show.
Yeah, because I come also from like the rock and roll world, or like, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, I feel like I'm a punk rocker, and I like showmanship, And so I tried to bring that to my flavor of hip hop, And
you definitely did. You definitely did.
I would love, I'm reading the chat, and I would love to go on tour again. I mean, I think it would be amazing. I honestly do.
Because, see, Doc, you were saying some of the shows, but when I was with Conchetta, we did Reading and Leeds Festival, which was humongous.
Yeah, wow.
Humongous.
Yeah, like we did a lot of cool stuff. Like it wasn't a small thing.
No, it was a big deal. We did all the biggest festivals.
Yeah.
Hundreds and thousands, and it was crazy. Yeah.
We performed with we performed with David Bowie. Remember? That festival, I think it was somewhere. I don't know, but we performed Bowie. He was the headliner. We performed with him on the main stage.
I know. I was like fucking peeing my pants because he's like my
crazy.
favorite.
Yeah.
No doubt. We performed.
I'd have been the same thing.
Yeah.
David
Bowie, and he doesn't get much better. But no doubt. We played on. Yeah, it was crazy. It was good. It was good. I mean, and it's wild to think that was like 20 years ago.
Oh God, wasn't
just
right?
Oh, Conchetta, guess what I have? I just realized this.
What?
Do you remember? I keep all types of stuff. Do you remember this?
Wait, I have to put this on. Princess Superstar Spring Tour. No, I don't remember anything. I have the worst memory.
That's a tour book.
Where'd we go?
So remember we did that wacky US tour that went all like this? And
because I think I mapped it or something because I didn't know geography. It's like, we'll do Texas, and then we'll go to, California, and then back to Boston.
Yeah. We were driving in Sacramento, and the hills were like this. It was speeding down like this, and but remember that guy Drew? He was our the I don't know, whatever he was.
The tour driver or the tour manager.
Yeah, this is what he put together.
It was crazy, that guy.
So this has all the dates, so I can say what specific date and what place I played, because I was telling. That? I got everything. Who are you talking to? I got everything.
Oh my God.
I got this too.
Oh shit. Me and Peaches on the cover of Herb.
Yeah.
I can't believe you have all this shit. This is awesome. You're gonna open the Princess Superstar Museum for me.
Yeah, with 5 items.
Oh, I thought you said you had all of it.
Well, I got a lot of stuff. I got quite a few things. Actually, you know what I need to do? Remember
Yeah.
when we would be on tour? I had the video camera.
Yes.
So
Holy shit. Yeah. Tell me.
I have footage, but I have to get it. I got to make it digital. But I have all. I got to get it transferred. I have all that stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
listen to me. I will help you do it. I will pay for it because here's the thing. We didn't have cell phones. In my day, we didn't have cell phones, So it's like we had this camera. And I remember you would always be videotaping and shit.
Yeah.
And be like, get it out of my face. I want that. I want that footage.
See? Now you see why. Yeah.
Documentary time.
What did Chuck say? I just saw Chuck D say something. What did he say?
He said you got it all.
Yeah, I got some stuff.
He said Ultra, he's got it all. Salute Princess Superstar. So.
I mean, I'm gonna die right now, Chuck D. I will die right now from your salute. Thank you.
I will die right now.
I will die right now that you saluted me, Chuck D. Oh my God. I saw Public Enemy open up for the Beastie Boys in 1988 at the Philly Spectrum.
Wow.
And I went with I was like, a baby basically. And I went to the front row, got totally groped, and I left the front row.
Let's get out of here.
Well, it was 88 and it was the Beastie Boys, girls in cages and all that. But I was like, why is Public Enemy opening for the Beastie Boys? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
They were label based.
So yes, 1987. Yeah, it wasn't. I was 16 years old.
Spectrum.
Right.
Yeah, Spectrum.
At the Philly Spectrum. Fucking unbelievable, Chuck. Unbelievable. One of the best shows I've ever seen.
Wow.
Oh boy, he even knows the
date. Oh, he's got the date.
Date. How do you have the date? He's like Aaron. Y'all with your tour books and you're like, I can't remember anything.
Well, Conchetta, April 14, 2002, we played at the Gypsy Tea Room in Dallas, Texas.
The fuck?
See? You might need that information someday.
Like Chuck D just needed the information.
Yep.
So crazy.
So all right. Speaking of shows, this is so crazy. I was at a brewery. I might have told you this. I don't know if I told you this or not. I was at a brewery a couple months ago. So I'm in there talking to this guy. We're just, drinking beers. And I told him, we were talking. I told him I used to live in Philly. And I told him where I lived. And I said I lived on 26 and Poplar. And I said right up the street was the North Star Bar. That's where we performed in Philly at the North Star Bar. Conchetta, I swear to God, when I said the North Star Bar, he said, yeah, I saw Princess Superstar there. He knew, Conchetta, he knew nothing of my background. He knew nothing of it. So the head brewer at the brewery, I looked at him because he knew about, me performing with you. I said, yo, you put me on, right? This is a joke. Like you told him? He's like, no. Yeah. I said, dude, out of all the shows that you could have pulled out, you brought that one up?
Yeah.
It's crazy. I'm like, wow. That was just like 2 months ago, Lake Kennard. So shout out to him. But that was like a few months ago. And I'm like, wow, that's bugged out.
That is crazy. Yeah, it feels good to like have longevity in music, like I it's crazy that like my career has like gone like this and like, been all over the place, but like just talking about all this stuff, like it really puts me in a lot of gratitude, to keep doing it and keep going and like finding my way, and to talk about it with you guys. Cause like, I don't ever talk about like getting deep into my past like this. It's really great.
Okay.
Yeah. Documentary, book. I mean, there's a lot of history here, stories. I
am working on like a memoir, but in a musical way, like with music.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is good. Aaron, I'm going to have to hit you up because you seem to remember so much. And like, I don't remember. My memory is bad. I know. It's crazy.
I still, you probably don't even remember this. I got them somewhere. I wish I could have pulled them out. When we played Coachella, do you remember they put all the artists? It was like baseball cards, and they put every artist on the cards.
Yes, I do remember that.
I still have those cards.
You do?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got all this stuff, man.
Let's not even discuss that he still has his dreadlocks in a bag somewhere.
Okay.
Oh God. That's like, now we're getting into like hoarders territory, you know, that show.
I don't have hair anymore, so I gotta tell people I had hair. I gotta show them.
What are you gonna do? Like get some nail glue and stick it back up on your head?
I'm gonna just put them under this hat and then put the hat on tight, and they're gonna hang out.
No, you know that they can put them back in.
I got too many holes from them dreads. They can't put them back in. I got too many holes.
Oh my God. Hip hop. Yes, Chuck, we need to do that show. Hip hop hoarders.
Hip hop hoarders.
Yep. Now this is a 45 that
I'm surrounded by cassettes.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm surrounded by cassettes.
I also have cassettes. I know.
Flatline wants to know if there's a new album in the works.
So what I am working on is this memoir thing, and it's taking me a long time because it's like kind of going to be a song for every year of my life, or somewhat like that, maybe every 2 years of my life. And like I'm old as fuck, so it's going to be a lot of songs. But I'm really excited about it because I'm going to tell my story, you know.
Wow, that's really
life.
dope. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited about that. But, you know, it'll take me some time.
Gotcha.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, Chuck thinks it's a good idea. Now I really got to do it.
Oh, you got to do it. You got to do it.
Because I was trying to think if has anybody else done anything like that? I don't.
No, and I almost like don't even want to talk about it because I'm like, why has nobody done it before? But I have a very specific way I'm doing it, and I think I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want anyone else to do it. Okay,
cool.
I'm coming out with an album. Yeah. It's about club and money and hoes and fucking booze and you know and twerking and I have a 12-year-old. She listens to Ice Spice, so it's just going to be like that.
How is Miss Siren?
She's amazing. She's incredible.
Yeah.
She's a little songwriter. Actually, I will put in the chat. Y'all have to check out my little girl. She's 12 and she plays 5 instruments and she songwrites. And that's it on Spotify.
Okay.
Siren Ortega. Okay. Yeah. She's incredible. But she doesn't want to be a rapper. No.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So she's the same age as my son, who doesn't want to be a rapper either. So
right.
Yeah,
right.
He sings, but he's like, I can't rap, Dad. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want to rap. That's what you do.
Yeah, right.
That's what you do.
You know how kids rebel against their parents, but like she's so musical, she can't really rebel. But she's like, I'm not gonna rap. But she loves Ice Spice and all that TikTok rap, hip hop, if you can even call it that. I don't even know, but I mean, no shade because God bless Ice Spice. Like I don't want to diss on another girl, and she's cute. So, yeah.
Yes. My wife said our son can definitely run at the mouth. Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
Chuck has a 12-year-old too.
Yep.
It's a good age.
What was I had a question. I don't think we ever, when we went back, I forgot to ask what got you into hip hop? What was the record, or what was your gateway drug into hip hop?
My gateway. So I grew up outside Philly, and I remember it was the 80s, and I was like going through the dial, the radio station, and there was like a pirate station. I don't think they call them that anymore, but it's just like, like a kind of, whatever. Yeah. It was a pirate radio station. And I heard Curtis Blow. And I'm not sure if it was like basketball or now I'm blanking on the other one, but it was like it's probably basketball. Yeah, the breaks. Yeah. There you go. I love the visual representation of my so then I didn't like it, you guys, because I was like, so he's talking. When's the singing gonna happen? Like, I need some singing. Like, he's just talking, and I was like waiting, and like, no, just talking, no singing, and I was like, this is so weird. And then like I couldn't stop listening to whatever was next and all that, but I was like, this is so weird. There's no singing. I like it. And then finally, like, I was like, I like it. And, but I still never thought that, like, that I was going to be a rapper. But then, it was definitely all about like Public Enemy, Run DMC. And, so that I just got hooked right away after that. Yeah.
Do you say, your 4-track tapes, do you have any of that stuff still?
I do. I have Mitch Better Get My Bunny. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I actually put it on my SoundCloud, I think. I don't know if it's still there. You have to sort of dig in there, but
okay.
Yeah, that's fun stuff. Just me experimenting with yep.
No, Chuck D said WHAT, and this is a cassette of Lady B on WHAT from like 1981. I still have it.
Oh shit! You guys are blowing. You're blowing my mind right now. Like,
I'm a hoarder.
In this case, it's good to be a hoarder. Yeah.
We got to do the show. So we got to do the show Hip Hop Hoarders. But speaking of shows, you used to have the Princess Superstar show. Remember that? Remember your show? And you'd always be screaming, Miguel. Remember that show?
Oh, my reality show.
Yeah.
That was good. So I am married to like a fucking wacky Latino guy, and we were sort of like Ricky and Lucy, like I Love Lucy, and so we had a little short-lived reality show, which you can still find on YouTube. It's kind of funny. It's called I Love Princess Superstar. But yeah, and then at that time, like my 2-year-old was rapping Rapper's Delight in like a Cinderella dress, and that was so cute. But I'm not doing that anymore. But I do funny shit like on my Instagram or TikTok, and that kind of. I got to get my followers up to compete with Aaron. So make sure you follow me at Princess Superstar on Instagram, okay? Because I need more followers than him.
You know what? I did. I need to put it back out. I did Super Fantasy. I did a video to Super Fantasy with
I wanna see that.
With Josie and the Pussycats. I got to put it back out.
Nice.
I love that.
That's my favorite Princess Superstar song. Huh?
Oh, it is? It is?
Super Fantasy. That's my favorite Princess Superstar song.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I remember that
Cool
one.
Keith. Cool Keith is the intro. He's like a game. I had him be a game show announcer. Yeah.
Because when we used to start the show with that song, it's like ting, 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 ting. It's just, that was just so hype. I love starting the show with that song. And you golden keys, cats on trees. I love that song.
Oh, that's great. Well, I love the one we did together, the grandiose from coast to coast, cut it close, lyrical glass nose, keep my glass close. That one.
You mean when we almost died? Remember that?
Yeah, that one.
Yo, so
that was tell that story.
So I think that was the same time when like we were in London, like that tour, and then so I don't know how you hooked up with those guys to that German label, and they were flying you over to do a song, and you were like, "Yo, I want you to come over, be on the song with me." So we take the plane, just me and Conchetta flying to Germany from London. The most turbulence you've ever felt in your life. Because it wasn't many people on the plane, so I think Conchetta was in one. She had a whole row to herself, and I had one to myself. And I think at one point, really, I think we turned around and started holding hands because I think we thought we were going to die.
Wow.
Like, I think I came to a row. Yeah. I was like, Aaron, this is it. This is it. I was like, at least we
wow.
made a record together.
And then the funny thing was, I actually put some of that in the rhyme. I said, risking life for limb to get here. We flying these, me and Soup, the Wonder Twins, one heart, we Siamese. So I put that experience in the rhyme.
Wow.
Oh, that was crazy.
Good times.
Yeah, good times.
And horrible times. Good times, horrible times.
We're almost there. Good times, bad times.
You know, yep. Led Zeppelin.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Oh, God.
I quite honestly think you should play the video.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we could bring that up.
Which video are you playing?
This is you guys live in Toronto, 2002.
Oh my God. Okay.
Let's take a look. Yeah, let's take a look.
I know.
Oh, wait. Is it gonna but you know what? Hang on, Jennifer. I don't know if it's gonna play the sound. That's the only problem.
Yeah, well,
which would be the main thing.
This is embarrassing.
Why, you're so good? Because you're wearing a bathrobe, I think.
Boo.
And I'm wearing a fake Chanel bike helmet.
and Alex is wearing a afro.
An afro. A wig. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's not playing it.
Can you hear it?
The sound.
No.
See, that's what I thought. Okay, wait, hang on. I got to figure that out. Give me a second. Go ahead, keep talking.
Oh God.
Well,
talk amongst yourselves.
Well,
I'll give you a topic.
we were always I was always styling the boys, and that was like borderline. Like now, you couldn't do that. I put an afro on Alex. I think I'd get canceled. I'd get canceled.
Whose idea was the bathrobe?
No, that was Aaron.
The bathrobe was your idea?
I guess. Wait, so we used
hysterical.
In that song's cool. The song Keith and Me. There was a part she was. I would say, I got my shorts on and I'm taking them off. So I would always drop my pants. Yeah. So I would always drop my pants and I would have these boxer shorts on. So I remember we did this show in San Francisco. Now, San Francisco, a lot of happy men.
Happy people.
So when I took my shorts down there, like this, and when I put them up, they started booing, like, boo, what are you doing? I was like, Conchetta, you gotta get me out of here. You gotta get me out of here.
That was so funny. That was really good. I know. The 12-year-old slang for that is zesty, by the way. I know all the. Do you guys know? Do you know the 12-year-old slang?
No, zesty.
Oh,
yeah, zesty. That's a new one. Yeah.
Zesty. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And if you're attractive, you have Riz. I actually on my Instagram I have a little rap where I'm like trying to communicate with my 12-year-old, and I use all the fucking Gen Z slang and everything, and it's pretty funny. It's pretty good.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
No, we live in the stick, so I don't think all the good slang has come out here yet,
Yeah, I guess if I'm in LA, so yeah, I get to hear it.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on. We're getting closer.
Getting close to sound.
Yeah. Get this figured out.
Oh, it's gonna be so embarrassing.
Oh. Haha. But you were great.
All I have to say.
Okay, do you still need me to talk about something? Because I can talk about my recent
Headsnack would like to know about your recent single with Exotics.
Absolutely.
So here's an interesting little story because remember I told you that Perfect Exceeder blew up to number 3 on the UK charts, and then last year, this guy named Hamdi came to me and said he wanted to use the vocal for a drum and bass or bass kind of music or whatever remix. And I was like, yeah, sure. And so this year I had another number 1 on Beatport this time with a remake of perfect, but like in the genre of like bass music. And and it's so cool because it's like a lot of young kids, so they're hearing my vocal for the first time like 15 years later. And it was really cool, like, you know, like big DJs put it in their set, like Marshmello and Skrillex and like all that stuff. And anyway, so now all of a sudden this year I'm like a star in the bass community. Like it's all kids, okay? It's all like, I'm like, hello, dearie. And so these two boys, you know, exotic, they came to me and they're like, will you do a track with us? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And I mean, they're so young. It was so funny. They're like, you know, when they do their reels and everything, they're like, shout out to my homie, Princess Superstar. And they're like, you know, I could be their mom. Like, it's so funny. But anyway, yeah. So like that song's blowing up now also in the bass sort of world. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It's kind of like a new, you know, a new little thing.
Nice.
Yeah. It's fun to be like cross genre, you know, like having been from hip hop and into like dance music and now bass music. And yeah, it's cool.
Dope.
Yeah. What happened to Jenny?
We can't hear you, Doc.
Oh, he's trying to do the audio. He's trying to do the audio for the embarrassing thing.
Oh.
Yeah, my bad.
You're back. You're back now.
I think it's embarrassing.
Yeah. No, I was saying that you've done the cross genre thing a lot, you know, in your career.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I have, because I love music, and I don't really, you know, it's like my dad, my parents played me classic rock growing up, and you know, and Stevie Wonder, Earth, Wind and Fire, all that. That's what I grew up on. And so I love all that, and then love 80s new wave and that. Yeah. So I just like love music, you know, but I happen to love to be a rapper the most, but my musical influences are varied. Yeah.
I'm still here, Conchetta. Just if I disappear, it's because of what we talked about before we got on the screen.
That's funny.
I will say this, Conchetta. I have one regret.
Oh, I have so many. I'm glad you only have one.
No, with you.
Oh,
I gave Conchetta my. She might not even have it anymore. I gave her my original MF Doom on Fondulum Operation Doomsday CD.
Oh,
on Fondulum.
Oh shit! I think
She's
I
like,
do
I don't
have it.
I know you do. I gave it to you.
I have it. No, but I mean, I kept it. I kept it. And by the way, MF Doom once tweeted at me and said I was dope, and I was like, "Oh, it's so amazing."
Wow. Are you serious?
Serious.
Wow.
I know. I know.
And
wow.
Now I got saluted by Chuck D, and now my life is complete.
I was gonna say, now you can pack it up and go home.
I'm done. I've been doing this shit for 30 years, yo. I'm tired.
I know the feeling.
Oh.
No, I'm not gonna stop. I'm not.
You can, right?
I can't, even if I wanted to. It's like,
right.
What am I gonna do? I have all these ideas and creativity. It's like I can't. Yeah. Can't stop.
Can't stop.
Did you get the audio?
It's coming. It's almost there.
It's still happening.
It's still working itself.
Yeah, it's still working itself. I had to kind of like jump through a couple of hoops, but all right, let's see if this works now.
See if this works, because like I gotta lay down and watch The Golden Bachelor.
Ah.
Oh.
It's good to have priorities. You know?
The Golden Bachelor. I saw that commercial the other day.
I want you to watch The Golden Bachelor. Fuck this dumb shit.
You guys are awesome.
Conchetta, so we had we had High and Mighty on like a couple weeks ago. I think I might have. I don't know if
I saw the
Yes, you
clip.
did.
I saw
Yeah.
the clip. Yeah, where you said that you rapped Mr. Eon's.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they didn't know it, so it was bugged out. They were like, "What?" Like, okay. I made the clip of that. I forgot. Yeah, that was cool.
That was so cool. They must have been like, "What?"
Yeah. Actually, C-Doc, I just because I was trying to get them on, but Milo had the DJ somewhere, but he played me a clip of a beat, a quick part of a beat. It's a new High and Mighty song. So he played me. He was like, "You could tell the people about this." He played me like a 10-second clip, but it uses the sample of Master Ace dissing them. It opens with that. Like you said, you guys must be some high whiteys. You do your high whitey, but you're some high whiteys. So they use that. So there's new High and Mighty music. There's new High and Mighty music coming.
That is exciting.
All right.
They got. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you say?
No, I was just gonna say they got Eon back in the booth, but go ahead.
Okay.
That's great.
All right. Let's see if this works. Now. Here we go.
I can't listen to this.
Oh, come on.
On the count of 3 with me, I need all y'all to say superstar. Can y'all do that? Can you do that? I'm talking about 1, 2, 3. Everybody say superstar. Superstar. Say superstar. Superstar. Say superstar. Say superstar. It's it, y'all. Let's go, never heard of me, Prince Superstar for eternity, high eternity. That piece is happening, hanging for rapping the princess, so fast. That piece is happening, hanging for rapping the princess, so fast. That piece is happening, hanging for rapping the princess, so fast. That piece is happening, hanging for rapping the princess, so fast. You're making a name, got you to sing along the line, and it's all good, let's take it, like you're not what I'm doing, I'm just singing, let me sing it. Sports for airline, food on tours, hardcore, smart anthrax scores. Fuck war! That piece is slapping and hacking for rapping, princess, go on, that piece is slapping and hacking for rapping, princess, go on.
What? You cut off Aaron's part. Aaron was about to rap.
Oh, I think I'll have to pull the next part up.
Oh my God.
That's hysterical.
Look at that skin. Wow, I had 20 years ago.
I had good skin. I had hair. Oh,
yeah. We were beautiful, Aaron. We were beautiful.
You guys
beautiful people.
You guys remember that show?
No.
Nah, I don't either.
But I like the noises from the audience, like in the beginning. Like,
yeah. Well, the crazy thing is, we were before smartphones. So like when I found that like online, and I was like, what the heck? Like I was bugging, like, because we don't really have footage like that,
We don't. I don't have shit. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I did, like, the first 10 years, I mean, like, I don't have anything. And it's so wild because that was my biggest point of my career. And I just don't have, there was no phones. There was no, there was MySpace kind of later, but like, there wasn't even Facebook, So, yeah. Crazy.
It was just Aaron with his camera.
Yeah.
Conchetta.
Yeah.
Do you remember when this was so crazy, and I didn't realize this till years later, when we were in Vancouver doing a show, and we met Nardwar. Did you know who Nardwar was back then?
No, No, I didn't know. I didn't know. And I was like, this guy is so fucking weird. What is he? And I was like, how does he know so much about me? Like, I felt like he was like a private detective or something.
Right.
Yo, I just remember this dude with this tartan hold on, and he had this high-pitched voice. Hi, Princess Superstar. And I was like, who is this dude? And then, you know, there's a picture of us with him. We took a picture with him. And I was like, oh, snap. We met Nardwuar. And it took, I mean, this is like 15 years later. I'm like, wow, we met Nardwuar. But I didn't, you know, we didn't know who he was back then.
Well, I do remember that whole thing because I was like, who is this fucking weirdo? But then he like would talk about hip hop and like get very deep, like deep cuts of mine, deep cuts of hip hop. And I was like, who are you? Like, I remember saying that several times, like, who are you? And like loving him by the end. But in the beginning, you know, that's why he's so genius.
He still gets that reaction.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Oh, yeah.
He still gets that reaction. People don't know.
How do you know this? Who are you?
Yeah, he pulls out. He pulls stuff from anywhere. You're like, what?
Did
from nowhere.
Did he give you guys any records or anything?
Yeah. He had records, and he gave. I don't remember what they were, but I remember being impressed as hell. And I was like, what is going on here? What an incredible like performance artist that guy is. Like, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Mm-mm-mm.
Well, Conchetta, we have reached our time. The end. You can go watch your show now. And
no, I don't want to leave. I don't want to. You guys are so awesome. I'm not leaving.
He doesn't want to go
you
now.
Come back.
I don't want to leave.
You can come back. You can come. You should come back for our end of the year show and let us know what your favorite release of the year is, because we're gonna run that down.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I mean, I can tell you right now, I kind of like the like the Andre 3000.
Oh, the Flute album.
Andre 3000.
I have to do a little dance.
I knew when she did this exactly what she was talking about.
All right. Well, yes. Yeah. So please come back for our end of the year show.
Yes,
you know?
I will. Y'all are awesome. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Please do.
Amazing to see you again.
Conchetta, thank you for everything. You changed my life. I appreciate you. Love you. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Princess Superstar.
Oh, God.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
Bye.
See ya. Oh, Lord.
That was great. Good stuff.
Wow.
Back down memory lane, Ultramag.
Back down memory lane. Yes, absolutely. Good times. Good times.
Good times. Yes,
this record changed my life.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Super dope.
Yep.
For those that didn't know,
you know. Didn't know. It's just,
for those that didn't know, the guy in the bathrobe was that one right there.
That's it.
Yeah, that was me. With hair, with dreads.
That's great stuff.
Yeah.
And do you have your can? Because I don't think we gave a shout out last week. It's C-Doc again. It's brought to you by
Auga. We're sponsored by the awesome two Auga Beer and Hackensack Brewing.
Yes.
Check them out.
Yes, please. And
it's also brought to you by.
Yes, we're also brought to you by the Spit Slam Record Label Group.
The Spit Slam Record Label Group, a Chuck D situation. Catch us on your favorite streaming platform, on Bandcamp, or visit our official web store at spitslamrecords.com. All releases are available digitally or on CD, with select titles available on vinyl and cassette. The Spit Slam Record Label Group. Throwback to the future sound.
Yes, indeed. And yeah. Yeah. And
This way, not
yeah.
this
Oh,
way. This way.
there you go.
Get it right.
You can also catch my fellow flute players. Well, you can catch Flatline, Mr. Chuck D, and myself Friday nights for the Angie Don't Stop radio show. I play the Spit Slam Jam of the Week, and you can catch Ultra Mag, Jennifer O, Jenny, and DJ Soul Buck every Sunday right here on Channel Zero for the mixtape, where they play the music of our upcoming guests for next week's show. And who is our upcoming guest for next week's show?
None other than Casanova Rudd.
Casanova Rudd. Right on.
Exactly.
Super Casanova.
Fantastic. We will have Casanova Rudd right here next week on another episode of It's C-Doc again. And I want to thank everybody for watching live, everybody watching on the replay. I want to thank Jennifer O, Jenny, Ultra Bag, Flatline. Hope you feel better. And if you guys like the show, please like and subscribe. And we will see everybody next week for another episode of It's C-Doc again.
Word up.